Hello, I'm Fitnet. Welcome to the chat.
Hi, I'm Kim. Welcome to the chat.
Hi, I'm Gita. Welcome to the chat. Today's question is quite interesting. What advice would you give your 20-year-old self?
Wow. I think I would probably tell her to practice ignoring other people's advice and saying no, never accept a no. Because I think my 20-year-old self was a lot more compliant, a lot more eager to please. And if someone told her no, she'd go with it. And I think the first thing that I would say is like ignore the no's. If someone says no to you, you want something, go for it. Just keep going. And buy Apple shares.
Sure. Only if you knew what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
That was in a movie. That was in a movie where someone was told, like, he wrote Google on a piece of paper or something and sent it to the past.
That's a good
What
one.
about you, Kim? What would you say?
I think that if I could tell my 20-year-old self something, I would tell her that she doesn't have to help everybody, because that's something that I still haven't been able to get through to my head. Whenever somebody needs something, I'm always trying to figure out, can I help? Can I do this? From little things in, the local buy nothing group, somebody's in search of this or in search of that. I'll find myself digging around my entire house. Oh, I might have something like that. To big things. I feel like I need to help everyone.
Oh, wow.
And I think that, yeah, if I'd have been told when I was young and still able to change,
yeah,
that maybe, that you don't have to help everyone. It's okay if you can't help sometimes. And it's not, you don't have to beat yourself up over it. That's something I wish I'd learned.
I think myself, I did a lot of choices was based on coming from different cultures. You have to basically comply with your family beliefs, values, and that was some of my choices I had to make. But looking back, I don't think I regret it because it formed me what I am now. I carry some of those values now. Maybe I could put my foot down a few times, but as a girl, in some cultures, I don't have much choice.
No.
So, but otherwise, hey, I believe what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And instead of being resentful, I just took my hard lessons and tried to make the best of life. So, yeah, and that's what I believe.
Yeah, I can relate to that, because I grew up in a culture where I was taught to put up with things that, now it's coming out that, that wasn't okay, and we didn't have to put up with it, but it was part of the way I grew up, and so I still hold a lot of those ideas. But like you said, sorry?
You have no choices certain times as being
yeah.
You have no choices.
Yeah.
You were told by your parents and your other relatives that this is what's happening. This is what you're doing for the family, and you just go along.
Yeah.
Especially
but
as
you
girl.
said, it also helps. It also makes us who we are.
Right.
The things, and so that's always a fear. If you go back and tell yourself something, is that going to change who you are and who you become? And would that be a good or bad? It's that whole time continuum.
Yeah. You can take a different path, but God knows what would happen, right?
Yeah, I kind of believe that it wouldn't be a bad thing, in the sense that I think I would have been closer to who I am sooner. And I felt that's part of it as well, because as you all pointed out, coming from a different culture, I'm Ghanaian, and as such, girls are brought up to be compliant, you know, to be a good girl. You've got to, you know, listen to the parents, usually all the males in the house, including men who are, you know, or young boys who are your age. And quite often, you know, it was beyond frustrating. And hearing, I think especially my teen years growing up in England, I kind of bashed heads with my dad quite a bit, because outside of home, you know, you're encouraged to speak your mind and express yourself, and then you come home and you got to shut it off. So you learn to be very agreeable and polite about what you have to say and how you have to say it, because you have to always remember decorum. So I'm thankful for that. And I don't think that would be something that I would ever throw away, because actually that has allowed me to be more diplomatic and stop and think quite often before. But definitely I would have wished that, you know, I could learn to have said no politely sooner.
Yeah. So there you go. What kind of advice would you give to your 20-year-old self, or younger or older, you know, just going back? What advice do you wish you had heard earlier in your life? Or would you change anything? We'd like to know. Let us know in the comments. See you next time.
Bye.